Friends? Yeah. So all of the, well, we do have some seats in the front. So please come in the front. All of the colleagues who are joining in right now, there are a few empty chairs over here. So please come up front. Yes, madam, please come up front. There are 2 empty chairs reserved for you over here. Come. As Jayesh said, we are all harmless. Come. It's okay, come here. Okay, so last and final time, I'll try to start off again. Good evening, friends. Wish you all a very warm welcome. My name is Anil Gilani. As a part of my day job activity, I work with DSP BlackRock. As a part of my volunteering activity, I am associated with the IAIP, Indian Association of Investment Professionals. As a board member responsible for Programming and Continuing Education Committee, I see many familiar faces. So really very happy and glad you could make it over here. We look forward to a very engaging evening and a very healthy networking session over the next couple of hours or so. And along with that, I also see a lot of new faces. So it's really encouraging to see that. And I look forward to meeting with most of you. And I hope you also get a good chance to interact with your fellow charter holders, members, and professional colleagues. So with that, I would like to just kickstart the evening. Today, there is no very rigid or very specific agenda. Last year around this time, many of us were gathered over here. That time there was a very specific agenda. Everybody remembers, or if you had not attended the event, I do hope you would have read about it or heard about it in our year-long communication. Right, everybody? So last year was the 10th anniversary celebration of the IAIP. So that was a very important milestone. And carrying further on that, we really hope that we have much more depth, much more presence, and much more connect with the members. And now we have today a very brief interactive session with a couple of senior leaders from the CFA Institute and IAIP. And to start the evening, I would like to welcome on stage Mr. Vidhu Shekhar. Vidhu is the CFA Institute India office head. Vidhu has been a senior CFA charter holder and earlier IAIP volunteer as well. And before that, he was a senior colleague in working with National Stock Exchange. So I would like to request Vidhu to speak a few words, maybe talk to all of us about the activities of CFA Institute in India. It's been more than just about a year since the start of the CFA Institute office in India. So it would be very... No, you can please come here. I'm just going down. Okay. So wonderful. Thank you very much, Vidhu. All yours.
Thanks, Anil. So, the event actually is happening not inside this room, but outside this room. So yeah, we will just spend a few minutes here and then, then the bar will be open and then everybody can rush out and crowd around there. So you wanted me to say a few words, Anil, but as they say, a picture is equal to 1,000 words, and I have 10 pictures. Where are my pictures? Yeah, it says here it is. Will this come up on stage? Is there anything there? Yeah. So, say something. Yeah. So first, I want a big round of applause for our 2 big stars today here, Anil Gilani and Jaina Gandhi, the face of our... Stand up, please. No, just the 2 of them. Jaina, please. Yeah. So yeah, isko bolte hain Hindi mein chha gaye, right? Yeah, they're all over Mumbai. They're more famous than some of our Bollywood actors and actresses. So yeah, so that's the first set of pictures, and we are there. You travel by Jet Airways, we are there. You come out onto BKC, we are there. We are there on Marine Drive, and people are asking, what's this? What is this thing called CFA? And I think it's great. We had this. I was standing in the exact same position in the morning. We had an event with the CFOs. It was a CFO roundtable. We were trying to reach out to this new community of potential employers and trying to tell them who we are and trying to do some engagements with them through a new partner that we have, a magazine called CFO Connect and CFO India. And people who came, they had all seen the campaign and they had all good things to say about us. So as we reach out to new stakeholders, I think through Jaina and Anil, all of you guys are also becoming famous in this country as CFA Charterholders. So that's a great thing. Yeah. So I've had, I have two reactions. Some people saying that, oh, I wish I was the face of this campaign. And a few saying that, oh, thank God I'm not there on that billboard. So we've heard both the things, right? So that's the first set of pictures. The second set of pictures is something that we did a few months back. We signed this partnership agreement with IIM Bangalore, Indian Institute of Management Bangalore. They are our first university partners in this country. And it's a great way to start by signing up IIM Bangalore, because then everybody knows that where we stand. And after we did this, it took us 3 years of meetings and efforts and so on. And we took Paul to IIM. Then that clinched the deal. So big hand for Paul Smith for making the IIM Bangalore. So this is the picture of the signing of the IIM Bangalore agreement that we did a few months ago. And then the third slide is the events that we did in the last 1 year. All of you, many of you, I think most of you would have come for the India Investment Conference, which it's my privilege and honor to announce that is the second largest in terms of delegates event ever in CFA Institute's history. After the CFA Institute annual conference, the India Investment Conference attracts the largest number of delegates. So that's some achievement, and that deserves applause. And around that, we've done a few other things. Do you recognize this bald guy standing in front of these terminals? Can you stand up? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, right. Yeah, so. His name is Srinivas Kunte. Srinivas works on the India team, and we worked with a number of firms on the sell side and buy side to put together this workshop, analyst workshop on financial modeling, and where we took it was very, very intense 2-day workshop, and not intense just for the participants, but also for those who took lectures, who acted as teaching assistants and who participated in so many different ways. So it's a model of the way in which we are bringing out the the forces of volunteering and the energy of our member community to help our candidates bridge the gap between passing level 3 and getting employed in the industry. One of the things that we are trying to do is to increase the penetration of the CFA charter holders into the investment industry, and things like this really take us towards that. The other pictures that you see, we did this event. We did this event in Bangalore. You see that panel discussion there. Vivek Pai, where is Vivek? Vivek is there. Yeah, can you stand up, Vivek, please? Vivek is seen moderating this panel discussion, and we had the heads of HR from a number of large companies, KPMG, Northern Trust, and so on, who came, and we were addressing a different set of stakeholders, the HR managers, and we've done work with the HR community in other ways as well. And the last picture is, you recognize this man, don't you? He's John Kay, author of Other People's Money, and he was there as a speaker for our conference. And before speaking in Mumbai, he was speaking in Delhi. And you can see London behind him, right? Can you see London written behind him? So that's got cut off. It's City of London. City of London was our partner for this event. We are working through many different partners in order to get our name out there through people who know us and who respect us. and with whom we can do more work. On May 6th, we are doing an event with NSDL, the National Securities Depository, on the Putting Investors First theme. And the title of that event is The Future of Investment Advice. We did a similar event with them last year in July. So we are doing a number of things. This is the ghost of Christmas past, right? This is the things that we did in the last 1 year, and now we will move on to what we are going to do in the next 12 months. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming tonight, and I hope you enjoy your evening. Thanks.
Well, thank you very much, Vidhu, and leaving us with the ghosts of Christmas past. Really inspiring and wonderful. And moving away from ghosts to some very familiar and pretty faces from the IAIP volunteer team, I would like to invite two of my very close friends and IAIP fellow volunteers, Biharilal Devra, or BD as most of us fondly know him as. So BD is one of the volunteer board members at IAIP, and along with that, he's one of the senior finance professionals in the industry, been working for many years earlier with many large multinational banks, and currently running a family office at wealth advisory side of a platform. And along with BD, I would like to invite Sonia. Sonia is also one of the very senior volunteers with IAIP. She has many years of experience in the equity sell-side broking firms, large multinational corporates she's worked with, and since many years she's associated with the IAIP in volunteer capacity as a part of the membership committee and PC and various committees. So BD and Sonia will take us through a brief overview about how IAIP is delivering member value, what are the key things that have been going on, not the ghosts, not the past, but what the future has in hold for us, what exciting and engaging initiatives are being taken by IAIP and CFA Institute on the ground, and how we are going to deliver them. Okay, so I'll hand it over to Sonia and BD. Thank you.
Presentation. This one. PPT 428.
Can you all see?
Hi, good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome on behalf of IAIP and CFA Institute. So like Anil mentioned, that last year we celebrated the 10th anniversary of IAIP, and it's been a very interesting journey. Let's look at what it looks like in terms of numbers. So we are 1,300 plus strong now. And to give you an idea what the future growth is likely to look like, here are some more numbers: 1,352 members, 3,000 plus charter pendings, and 18,000 candidates. So we can get some idea of the likely growth over the next few years. And here is an important statistic. Though we constitute only 1% of the member base globally, last year in 2005, we accounted for 8% of total candidate pool. So we frequently conduct these membership surveys to figure out what is it that our members want, what is it that they value the most, what is it that they want from the Institute, from IAIP, and then we try to figure if our initiatives are in sync with our members' requirements. So this is what our surveys show us. Our members desire recognition, recognition for the brand, recognition for the charter, recognition for the defining edge that we as charter holders bring to the table, recognition by employers, recognition by policymakers, recognition by regulators, and of course, employability and networking opportunity across the spectrum rank very highly. So how do we deliver this member value? Just going back. So a lot of that we do is very apparent. We do these big bang conferences and we have speaker events throughout the year. But a lot of initiatives that we do at IAIP and at institute level may not be so apparent, but they are very critical to the future growth, the future vibrancy of our society as well as our profession. So we are going to talk about both those measures, the conspicuous ones and the not so apparent ones. The biggest piece of member value we deliver through continuing education. I'll come to, Vidhu spoke a lot about Annual India Conference. So we'll skip to partnership events. This is something we've started doing very well. In fact, we had one partnership event lined up in Pune over the weekend with the Next Finance. I think it's been postponed for some reason. We have another partnership event lined up over the weekend on valuation with VC Circle. And these events work very well for us because they require relatively lesser resources on our part, whereas they give fantastic opportunities to our members to attend a variety of events, to listen to a variety of speakers. Annual forecast event is fast becoming one of the most widely followed surveys for economic and market expectations. This year we received a record number of respondents. Online webinars and webcasts. In fact, we have one live webinar tonight on oil and gas industry. We have another lined up for tomorrow on, the science and art of business listening. So there is something for everyone. Our members can pick and choose what they really want to hear and what they want to see. And of course, exclusive member-only events. So Vidhu spoke a lot about it. So I'll just go to the next slide now. And I think in those three testimonials, we've tried to capture what we really set out to deliver at the India conference and how successfully we managed to do it. So if you look, so we try to get unique speakers from across the globe who our members will not otherwise get an opportunity to interact with, to hear, to network with. And this is what Rob Brown of CIO Northern Trust had to say. It's actually my first time in India after being alive on this planet for over 50 years. I think we set out to achieve something and we did it very well. His was a fantastic session and our members loved it. Dr. Aswath Damodharan, he said, I immensely enjoyed the conference mainly because of the diversity of crowd. Diversity of crowd equals excellent networking opportunities, something else that we strive to provide our members. And then he gave a resounding whatever for our designation, for our CFA designation. CFA is one of the few certifications that I would suggest that my kids get. That was a resounding endorsement from none other than Dr. Aswath Damodharan, the absolute rock star in finance industry. Then the finance chair of TA Pi Management Institute said, the networking opportunities that we have here as academic institutions with real-world professionals is magnificent. So as far as we are concerned, I think all boxes ticked. Unique global speakers from across the globe coming here to talk to our members, fantastic networking opportunities, and of course, a resounding endorsement of our brand. And we realize that we've set the bar very high for ourselves for next year and for years to come, but I'm sure we'll deliver. We organized close to 100 speaker events last year across the 8 chapters of IAIP. And so this is another thing we've started doing very well. We source these global speakers, and then we make sure that their itinerary can accommodate at least 3 to 4 cities or chapters, as we call them, so that our members across cities get access to those speakers, get to network with them. A wide array of topics ranging from behavioral finance to ethics and investment management, clean practice branding, wealth creation, and you name it. Based on the feedback we receive from our members, we also try to organize a lot of skill building workshops. So career development workshops, soft skills training, valuation workshops, leadership development workshops. So we try to maintain a nice balance between these two kind of events. Just to mention a few speakers, you can see the quality of the speakers and their vintage. Some of the pictures we have, Jim Keen from Arthurton Consulting on high-performing investment teams, Delhi, understanding angel investing, Bangalore, innovation and disruption. Look at the high-part panel. We had the annual forecast event of 2016. Ronnie Screwwala, he spoke about his book, Dream with Your Eyes Open in Mumbai. And the Union Budget in Chennai. So across cities, a variety of events and speakers and topics. When we spoke about our members wanting recognition, I think advocacy is a very important component in that entire equation. And recognition by policymakers, recognition by regulators, and we are very clear that we want to get this piece right. We are building relationships and engaging with regulators like SEBI, IRDA, RBI, organizing roundtable conferences. We are responding to comment papers and our members are publishing views. We are also partnering with institutions like NSDL to promote investor rights and awareness. We are developing content, adopting global standards for local applicability, and promoting AMC adoption by domestic firms. and actively participating in regional and global advocacy forums. Like I said, this piece is extremely critical, and we are trying very hard to get that right. First edition of India Career Guide, 95% work is complete on this, and very soon it will be out. This is based on the CFA Institute Career Guide. We have interviewed 25 high-profile CFA charterholders, senior charterholders across the industry. The guide gives their detailed profile, their career trajectory, and some very useful practical professional advice from them. And this guide really serves a dual purpose. It can be used as a fantastic career management guide by our members, by our junior, senior, all kinds of members, because it has some very relevant practical advice from these charterholders. We also look at it as a very important tool for engaging with employers. These 25 charterholders, senior members, are walking, talking testimonials of our brand. And they have a fantastic career trajectory, great professional careers, and we intend to use this guide to engage more with our employers. When we spoke initially about the measures that we are taking, some of them are very conspicuous, some of them not so conspicuous. I think access scholarships would fall there. I mean, our society leaders, IAIP leaders, worked very closely with CFA Institute to grant scholarships to 260 deserving candidates last year. These candidates are really, will contribute to our future. They will be the future brand ambassadors of our brand as well as our profession. India is one of the biggest participants in the regional challenge. Around 50 universities participated last year. Both IRC and university relations basically stem from our mission of promoting the highest standards of ethics, education, and professional excellence. We are setting the standards for the next generation of investment analysts. We are setting the bar for the next generation of professionals in finance industry. And both these serve a dual purpose as well, because they are excellent opportunities for our members to engage with young minds, be it as industry mentors, graders, judges, as guest faculty, shape their future, interact with them. Many of us in this room have participated in various categories, and it's been a very rewarding experience. Global brand campaign, Vidhu spoke about it. I was fortunate enough to be involved with it from the very beginning, being part of Society Brand Council, and it's so exciting to see it unfold so beautifully in India as well as in 4 other countries. Basically, the objective is very simple and very clear: to raise the brand profile, enhance its recognition in general, but more specifically, from the perspective of employers, so that the employers, they recognize, they appreciate the defining added value of hiring an investment management professional who has a deep knowledge of the industry and has a very high ethical orientation, i.e. a CFA charterholder. And Anil and Jaina have done a fantastic job of being our brand ambassadors. They've been very generous with their time, with their commitment, and thanks to them that it has been so successful. There are numerous other resources to advance career, Jobline, Career Center to manage career. Something that we found, in membership committee, BDI, and a lot of other volunteers during a membership renewal campaign, we actually sit physically, make calls to our members to remind them that they should be renewing their membership, and we have these long discussions with them about membership benefits. Not many of our members are really realize the mine of wealth of information on online resources. Research Foundation publishes some very contemporary and expansive research. CFA Digest, it beautifully distills contemporary research into easy summaries, easy to read articles. Some of our members here are contributing to CFA Digest as abstractors, and they are doing a great job of it. So please make use of these resources. Executive coaching, again, something a lot of our participants have benefited from it. It's open till August end, so if you haven't, please make use of it. Navneet says he renews his membership because it provides him opportunities for continuing education as well as interaction with the best people in the investment community. Anita does it because it helps her hone her professional capabilities while keeping abreast of changes in the investment world. You will see many such testimonials outside on standees. We have put them. And this was the easy part. For any tough questions on membership, please catch hold of BD. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But friends, I think I have to make a confession over here. As Sonia very beautifully articulated, a lot of the activities that are done by various volunteers across the country in various committees, some of them are very visible, very direct, and out in the open for everybody to know and appreciate and to measure. But there are so many things which happen at the background. There are so many unique aspects of member value which are happening. Very frankly, as I mentioned, I have to make a confession. Some of them were eye-openers for me as well. I mean, I must admit. So I can imagine that there is a lot of work going on and a lot of activities being done which are going to benefit all of us as members. Okay, so moving forward now, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Paul Smith to say a few words, give some kind of remarks from his perspective. Paul needs no introduction to many of us, most of us over here. He has visited India and various other cities within India besides Mumbai n number of times. But just for formality, like Paul is currently the global CEO and head of CFA Institute. And prior to that, Paul was the Asia Pacific head of CFA Institute. And before he joined CFA Institute, he has had an illustrious career in finance, running a hedge fund, being part of a large multinational bank across various countries. And since the time he's taken on the role as a global head of CFA Institute, I think just about a year and a half ago, a lot of changes we have visibly seen, a lot of positive developments. So we'll request Paul, if you can say a few words, articulate the vision from your perspective. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil, and good evening. Thank you all for coming. As you can see, unfortunately, I was deemed too ugly to appear on those adverts. So that's why we had to get Anil, who's a much better looking version of me, and Jaina, who's just much better looking, to do those adverts. As Anil explained, though, I am the ex-head of Asia. When I stepped up 15, 16 months ago to run the CFA globally, we then held a search to find a new head of Asia, and I'm absolutely delighted to welcome him here today. Nick, if you wouldn't mind standing up. Mr. Nick Pollard, who's based out of our Hong Kong office, who now